Hello, my name is Lori Williams, and welcome to my Interpersonal Communication Project. It's a required course for the Liberty University HSCO 500, where my instructor is Dr. Tamika Palmer. Before we begin, I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. I come from a small family of 4 girls, my mom and dad. When I was younger, I had a very bad speech impediment, and I believe that has a lot to do with the way I think about communication. Our large family and my immediate family, we had a strange way of communicating. When we would get together, everyone would talk at the same time. When people would come over and see that, they would say, "How do you all communicate like that?" And then I would say, "Oh, we just do it." But now I'm older, I see that has caused a problem with my pattern of communication. I'm cautious and shy. And I believe that has a lot to do with my speech. My overarching goal is to become more assertive with my opinions and attentive to others when communicating at home as well as in public. I understand I need to be a more patient listener and allow the opportunity for my co-communicator to complete his or her thoughts and try to attempt to clarify my own meanings. Enlarging the conversation. Stewart says, mindful listening requires you to see, hear, and feel with your whole being. My interpretation of enlarging my conversation is to glean more understanding from communication by actively listening to both verbal and nonverbal cues. It is important to reiterate and ask clarifying questions when appropriate. Internal and external noise serves as major barriers, so it is important to silence these distractions as well as eliminate or at least minimize any predetermined assumptions. Under the uniquely you, this is me category, I'm an SCCS personality type. I have consistent communication traits in public and at home. I am a passive, then active, and lack assertiveness. I am people-oriented, but I shy away from large group settings. I'd rather be behind the scenes than up front or the center of attention. I can be perceived as a picky perfectionist. I don't try to stand out in the crowd, and I view myself as just another person. Under the uniquely you, this is expected of me category, people expect me to be submissive and competent. They expect me to tend to be very passive. Although I'm shyer than others, I am not antisocial. They commonly regard me as a good friend. I shy away from the limelight and in crowds, but very loyal and close to individuals. I'm cautious and calculative, and I believe in doing the right thing the first time. The positive and negative effects of my behavior blend are: I'm an empathetic listener, a peacemaker, and a confidant. Another positive effect is I'm supportive to others, I'm a counselor, and I give advice. I'm usually called on to give advice. I'm loyal and passionate. But some of the negative parts of my communication are self-disclosure. I have a problem with self-disclosure because I tend to give too much information. I have internal noise that compounds the impatience. My passive personality tends to have people take my kindness for weakness. My barriers in communication are internal distractions. I daydream a lot. I believe that has come from my childhood. My assertiveness in communication also is a barrier. And I believe that is because I have a speech impediment. And I interrupt. My solutions to my barriers are to always be ready to listen. Establish communication based on compromise. Slow down and listen carefully to others. And identify what's important. The solution to noise pollution for my internal noise, the daydreaming, I will focus on what is important. For fatigue, write down and take notes to help process information better. And emotions, to remember whose I am and what I am. And under my perceived assumptions, I will not judge. Because in Matthew 7, 1-3, the word said that I will be judged according to the way that I judge others. Also, the external noise. Children playing loudly, I will relocate to another room. For hearing and seeing TV and multimedia, I will turn it off or down or relocate. For accents or heavy jargon, I will ask for clarification. My plan of action for becoming a better communicator, I won't be afraid to admit ignorance. I'll be an assertive communicator, a patient at listening, minimize interrupting, slow down and listen carefully, identify what's important, and write down and take notes to help me process the information better. I will remember whose I am and what I am to stay grounded. And I won't be judgmental, and I will remember to ask for clarification. Thank you for listening to my communication project. Have a blessed day.